Hey there, folks. I am the Mighty Plantain. I got Bouch with me today, and he is still rocking the COVID beard. I got to tell you, man, you look fantastic. Well, you look like an 80-year-old hippie's pussy.
You know, the last...
You smell about as good.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. What do you say? Patchouli breath?
The last time... Well, patchouli breath. Jesus. Don't you mean Goose Island breath?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
No. Okay. Anyway, I interrupted you. You were about to say something, rat man?
Well, the last time I actually shaved was back in June.
Yeah, we believe that.
That's the last time I got a haircut, too.
Next time you come over, I'm either getting the hedge clippers, the chainsaw out. I don't know which is going to take to get through that shit. No, we're at hedge clipper level at this point.
Maybe. Well, actually, I did want to kind of do this before we... I did want to do that before we did this, but it was like,
No,
it was too much of a hassle.
Anyway, I'm talking to a goat's butthole.
He wishes he was.
We've got a couple of new beers from Sam Adams today. We're going to start off with Wicked Easy, which is described as a light and hazy lager, 4.7% ABV. Only 12 IBUs, so it's not very hoppy. It looks light and citrusy based on the label. So,
well, let me ask you something, Roddy. The Sam Adams Summer Ale, is that kind of like the same, or is it actually...
Sam Adams Summer Ale is light and citrusy, and they recently reformulated it. I believe it's supposed to be, I can't remember if it was hazier or lighter or crisper.
Well, if they reformulate, I wonder if they actually made it into this, or if this is actually... No,
Sam Adams Summer Ale is still listed as Sam Adams Summer Ale.
Okay.
Yeah.
And really, if you look at this is a lot light. This is still even lighter than the Sam Adams Ale.
Maybe
Summer Ale.
Maybe a little hazier. No, actually,
the color is lighter. That's what I'm calling. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot lighter.
Well, the color's lighter. It's quite effervescent. We got good heads on it.
Yep.
It's not bubbling up a lot from the bottom, but it is. I don't know. It's
not flocculent as you would say, but it is kind of hazy.
Pardon. I'm trying to think back to the Summer Ale, and I can't remember exactly how hazy it was. I think now that with the reformulation, this is about as hazy as the Summer Ale was.
Yeah.
Now, right, it's definitely lighter. There's a lot more color coming through.
Well, it's
even
a lot.
The head is taking on a yellow color to it.
Let's just say you can't read a newspaper through it.
No. There is enough haze that it's not completely.
I mean,
clear.
I can see my fingers, but
I can see your fingers too. Can you see my finger?
You can see that one.
Okay. Sometimes it's scary that we're on the same fucking page. I don't know.
Somewhat. But this really is hazy, but
light.
If you look at the head, it really has that thick, creamy, not creamy, but
it's got a voluminous head to it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of volume there. And
it's a lot like an IPA. As far as the head goes.
And there is a mild bitter.
I'm getting that aroma.
It's very mild. I mean, it's not...
the IBUs you said was 12, so it's not...
so it's definitely not a very hoppy beer.
No, but you can still smell it a little bit. It's probably one of the more aromas.
Aromatic?
Aromatic. There you go. Not aroma.
Bouch might be drunk.
Yeah. Maybe. Well, we did have equivalent to
a couple of heavy beers before this. So.
But I'm not quite like that. But I was just actually thinking of the word. I just couldn't.
No.
Aromas.
I hear you.
Aromas.
Aromas. Are you flashing back to Latin class with Mr.
No. Tony Aromas.
Okay.
From the Red Sox.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that one because I haven't got a fucking clue when it comes to baseball. But no, it's just got a slightly bitter maybe hoppy aroma and just a general beeriness to it.
What I kind of think of is the Citra hops, which is a lot of citrus flavor and
hint
aroma.
of citrusy bitterness.
Yes,
it's pretty slight. It's kind of there. It's a little citrusy. In terms of the mouthfeel, it's very light. It's a very light mouthfeel. It's crisp. It's slightly bitter.
there is some hoppiness to it, but not overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
It's very subtle, actually.
Yeah. It's just kind of there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really in general just kind of a beer flavored beer for me.
Yeah, and in general,
it's okay.
It's above average.
Yeah.
You could say, but it's not really. It would be refreshing more in the summertime than it is in the wintertime.
It's definitely a light, crisp, easy to drink beer. Right now, for me, it's basically like a slightly smoother, less offensive Coors Light, Bud Light, Miller Light kind of thing.
So you're putting it down. You're probably going to put it. I'm actually thinking. I'm going to guess. Mm. I'm not putting it as what you said. I'm actually thinking you're probably going to put it as a 3.
It's one of those ones that's kind of between a 2.5. All right, there might be a little editing hiccup there. The camera beeped at me and it said SD card error, but everything looks good. So I'm hoping this is recording and we're not just wasting our time.
Yeah.
But no, I was saying you were guessing that I was going to put it at around a 3. I'm telling you that this is basically just like a beer flavored beer for me.
Yeah, and it does have. Well, let's put it this way: I would put Miller Lite at a 3.
Mm-hmm.
And Miller Lite is a little bit more hoppier than a lot of the other domesticated beers.
Yeah.
And this actually would put it at a 3.5 for me, because this is actually, it has a little bit more of the hoppy flavor, but not quite the malt that a Miller Lite uses.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still, from Sam Adams, hey.
It's drinkable.
Right.
It's not a bad.
I'm going to put it at a 3.5 for myself, but it's because it is refreshing and it is, like it says, wicked easy.
Wicked easy.
Wicked easy to drink. And it does have that light, hazy, and it is a lager too, so it's very easy to drink, which a lot of your lagers are. And really,
sorry, I'm snapping some joints.
Really here. Comparing it with Miller Lite is actually a good. Miller Lite, I think, is the best out of all of our domestic
beers. Yeah,
domestic beers that are a big company.
I can get right on board with that because it does have the slight hoppiness that we're not used to from the others.
Yes.
In terms of a hot summer day and something I just want to suck down a bunch of them really fast, Coors Light is easier to drink.
True.
But the craft beers, let's just say craft beers, they have their place and they're not a bad thing. Beer is beer.
And really, that's I'm putting it above pretty much, and all of our other videos that had pertained to, like, say, we really haven't done any Miller stuff. So
I don't think so.
We've done a lot of Budweiser stuff.
Oh yeah,
and we've
because they're trying.
They're at least trying, and we've put them still at a 3 to 5. Not 3 to 5.
They're above average.
3 to 3.5.
Yeah.
Which
they just haven't impressed us yet.
Right. And really,
they're better
like,
than regular Budweiser for sure.
Well, see, Budweiser you would put at like a 2.5 anyway, because it's consistent.
Exactly.
And really, well, we know Sam Adams is consistent
with everything they make.
And no matter what, it always tastes pretty much what it actually has always been. Like their Oktoberfest, and I know you get a lot of the in the variety packs. You get a lot of the Boston Lager.
Oh, I love Boston Lager,
which is pretty much in every variety pack,
Mm-hmm.
and
it belongs
and pretty
there
much
because
every
it's their
time,
flagship beer.
and every time that you've gotten the Boston Lager, you've given it a 5
Exactly.
because it's been consistent all the way through.
But it's also a perfectly balanced beer.
Right.
And it has everything I want in a good beer.
Right, and this actually, for a good beer,
Mm-hmm.
which this is actually, it's a wicked easy, like I said, it's a wicked easy drinking beer, which is what you would expect. But if Sam Adams keeps producing these and they keep it consistent like this, it's going to get better ratings from us, at least from me, anyway, as long as it keeps going.
Yeah. So you mentioned the variety packs.
Yes.
And I'm going to give this to you because I think you're right. I think I'm hitting this with a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
For the same reason you mentioned. It's a good, solid, easy drinking beer. It's easy to go through. It's better than average slightly. It's getting some extra points from me, though, this time. I usually put this at a 2.5 because this is the first time that Sam 76 is right where it fucking belongs. Wicked Easy, by the way, is Sam 76 with a new label.
Okay.
Thank you, Dylan R., for giving me the heads up on this.
Okay.
Although they did put it on the 6-pack.
Well, see, I thought, really, I tried the 76 and it had a little bit more hop flavor to it.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to say the same thing I've said all along. It's a good beer.
Okay.
It's not a bad beer. It just doesn't belong in their
the variety
packs.
As much as they put it in.
Boston Lager does because they're flagship beer and it should be in every single fucking pack they put out. Sam 76, I will accept it in the summer pack. I'll even let it into the spring pack. Same thing to be said for Wicked Easy because it's the same damn beer, but I am giving it the 3 out of 5 instead of the 2.5 that I have been because it's right where it belongs in a 6-pack by itself. Where I have the option to buy it if I want to. And you know what? I could even buy a 12-pack of this in the middle of the summer.
Yeah.
It's still going to get a 3 out of 5 rating from me, but I'll sit down with a 12-pack of this shit in the middle of the summer, and I will drink it all day long out on the deck.
And he would get that over any other beer.
Over Coors Light, over Miller Lite, over Bud Light. If I'm looking for a cheap, easy drinking, nice American beer,
really
Wicked Easy.
So really, Roddy, if
you're go for.
What would you say if they put this in like a summer pack? Would it be a little bit more?
I would be okay with it in a summer pack.
Okay. Well, I know they put it in the winter packs and the fall packs, so it doesn't belong in either one.
It can go straight to hell for being in those packs. Summer, I'm okay with. Like I said, even the spring pack, I would be okay with this in the spring pack.
Okay.
But do not put it in with my dark, heavy, cold weather beers. I want to get fat on my winter beers. I want to get fat on my fucking fall beers. I don't want to get fat on my summer beers. I want these light, easy to drink ones.
So with Boston Lager, you consider that more of a 12-month.
It's right in between. It's not too heavy. It's not too light. It belongs in everything.
Okay.
Perfect beer.
Yep.
Anyway.
And really, for me, this is a perfect IPA.
Well, that's just it, though. It's not
really an IPA.
It's only 12 IBUs.
It's still
a lager. Slight
but it has that little bit of a. I mean, I would put this with a Miller Lite. Miller Lite actually has that little bit of a hoppy flavor to it.
It is, yes. It does have a slight bit of hoppy bitterness to it.
Which is why
it's not much. It's just there.
It's just there. And it's the same with this.
Yep.
And really, I would, as a hoppy, not a hoppy beer, but I would take this pretty much over anything domestic.
Same point I've made all along about Sam 76. I don't hate it. It's not a bad beer. It's easy to drink. Look at this. It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone before mine
is. It's easy to drink. It's a good beer. It's just not a winter or fall beer. So thank you for taking it out of those variety packs because, again, it is right where it belongs. In a 6-pack that I can buy anytime at a good, affordable price. Put it in a 12-pack. You know what? Put this in a fucking 30 rack. I'll load up the fridge with a 30 rack of this.
Yeah, but I've never seen Sam Adams do that, though.
No, I've never seen a 30 rack from them. But I'll buy 12 or 30 of these, and I'll stick them in the fridge, and they will go through. They'll sit there all summer being drank. I'll double fist these bad boys.
Yep. They're good.
But it's not a beer that I want to be forced to buy in a variety pack with a lot of other better beers.
I don't remember if I actually tried the 76.
You've had the 76. I've at least forced you to try one.
I think I did have one.
Yeah. So.
And I didn't recognize it as far as this.
Obviously
but
not,
they didn't,
because you
But
kept
if it's the exact same
it.
thing, if they just renamed it, I don't. But it does actually have a better flavor, I think, than any of the other.
And in all fairness, I knew ahead of time what it was. So I could have told you, but I just wanted to see how it played out. And I think that it played out pretty fairly.
Which kind of now we kind of segue into something else, right?
What?
Don't you have the other Sam Adams?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So, I'm not going to bother rinsing the glasses because I don't think the next one's going to interfere with this flavor. What we have here.
Because it's actually a little bit different, but it is.
Well, here's the thing. This one's a 6.8% ABV and a 35 IBU, so
it's just going to kick it up a little bit
as many IBUs, yes. And this is Sam 76, basically. Well, I'm sorry, Wicked Easy, Wicked Hazy. So we basically already rinsed these glasses with some water.
Kind of.
This is Wicked Hazy. It is a juicy New England IPA. Again, at 6.8% ABV and 35 IBUs.
So they just actually hopped it up a little bit more, and that's it.
Well, not necessarily.
6.8. 6.8 and 4.7.
This is specifically listed as an IPA versus a plain old lager. So, for one thing, the yeast fermented at different temperatures.
So it is different. And I actually saw this one as well at the down at Damon's when I went through.
I've got hiccups trying to come through here, so if you see me doing weird shit over here, it's just trying to tamp them down.
See, it is a little bit more hazy.
Oh, it's definitely got more effervescence to it. Look at the head I put on that without even trying. Although I think I did pour this more aggressively, so. I'm going to let that settle, but I'm also going to put this up to the light while it's settling so that we don't waste too much time. Hoo-hoo, it's cresting. Bouch, you're crowning.
It's got that meniscus.
I say you're crowning. That is definitely hazier. Although it does have a nice light color to it.
It has almost a lemonade.
This juicy looking
look to it.
Yeah, lemonade up to like an OJ, an orange juice color.
I can smell the hops from it right now. Mm-hmm. It's not overwhelming, I'll put it that way.
No, but it is a very solidly hoppy beer.
Well, you know what? For me, with the hops flavor now, I kind of line it up against Marsh Island's Swayze.
Oh.
That's my yardstick as far as hoppy beers.
Well, just as a quick history lesson here, you didn't like IPAs for the longest time.
Right.
Then we gave you Stone's Ruin 10, which was the hoppiest beer available at the time.
Which really, I liked.
Yes.
In a way. But it also... I
think it kind of inoculated you and got you used to very hoppy beers because everything after that... you were able to pick up on the more subtle hoppiness. Really,
like I was talking about, I think actually what got me more into hoppy beers was the Miller Lite. It kind of gave me that little bit of a, and then watching Trailer Park Boys with the Swayze and that stuff, and then at the same time, Marsh Island comes out with the Swayze.
But I got to say, after Ruin 10,
Yes.
Swayze was a very well balanced, very hoppy IPA without being overwhelming, and I think that you just kind of picked up on how well put together that one was, and that's your appreciation started kind of there.
Yeah.
And I mean, Marsh Island has a lot of really good
I will
IPAs.
say, if you actually go onto my Untapped offerings, I got, what was it? About, I want to say it was 2 years ago, for Christmas, my brother gave me a bunch of 12 packs with different varieties. The different, I can't remember now. And they were pretty much overly hoppy, and they tasted pretty much like a pine tree on some of them.
And that's the danger with the popularity of IPAs. Is a lot of breweries will just throw a handful of hops into a beer and say, it's an IPA.
Say,
And 9 out of 10 of your beer aficionados will just be like, it's a great IPA. A bunch of college dumbasses.
Right.
Who are just looking to get drunk.
Right. And
anyway.
most of the time, the college dumbasses, they get Bud Light.
Or no, they've gravitated.
But they have, some of them
IPAs
have. Especially the ones in Maine, because the Maine, it's the Maine breweries that are not pushing it.
It's not just us. It's every other state's local breweries are
every
IPA heavy.
When I actually go, like I did today. Same
76 again?
No, actually, it was a little bit of that.
The Bourbon County.
Okay. The Bourbon County. Actually put a little bit into that. But that was actually pretty good. Nice. No, the hot, what we're getting a lot of, and I went into Damon's in Augusta, which is one of our local.
The Damon's family is all over Maine.
Right.
So.
Which is one of our local
chains.
And I see it also in the Waterville one. There's a lot of IPA from all kinds of different breweries.
Well,
I'm seeing a lot, and with the pandemic, I'm seeing a lot of the newer breweries in Maine actually coming to Damon's.
Yeah, they're carrying more and more local beers, which
like
is
recently they had Grateful Grains come in, and I know where that brewery is. It's right there in Monmouth, on Route 126 between Gardner and Lewiston, the Dirty Lou. And I keep seeing a lot of IPAs, and also they're starting to get more into sours.
Sours have been big for the last couple of years.
Yeah,
we saw it at
I'm starting to see more
3 years ago.
I'm starting to see more of those. We also saw it at the Belgian Brewfest too. There was a lot of
Belgians
sours.
Are sour anyway because of the yeast involved. So.
Right. So we're getting a lot of different variety, not varieties, but a lot of different breweries that put their own spin on an IPA. And I never really cared for IPAs, and a lot of them, to me, just taste like pine tree. They taste just like a pine tree or a fir
I'm
or
geared
something like
towards
that.
citrus and pine myself,
right.
so I get a lot of pine out of them too.
Right.
So. But here in Maine,
it puts me off of that. Yeah. That's why I like the stouts, the darker beers, like the stouts, the porters, even the lagers, without a lot of hops. But still, they are starting to grow on me. And I've done a lot better with that. And I'm going to put this, actually, I'm going to actually put this next to Swayze.
In terms of the aroma, because you haven't even tasted it yet.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, you did? I must have missed it.
The aroma.
Also. I mean, overall, this is got a nice, great head to it. It's got that citrus and pine that I'm used to picking up on, but I'm also getting hints of earthy and floral.
This is a little a little more subtle than the Swayze, but if I remember right, I put the Swayze at 4.5.
I think
Maybe.
somewhere around there.
I'm putting this at right around there as well.
Mm.
It is actually what they say. It is juicy. It is hazy. And it's a lot different than this one.
Oh yeah, I mean the Wicked Easy is just a plain old beer flavored beer with
But
some
still,
more subtle flavors,
even this is easy to drink.
Yeah, Wicked Hazy is,
To me, this is easy to drink.
it's a very complex, well put together IPA. It's got a nice medium mouthfeel.
Yep.
It's got pine. It's got citrus. It's got floral. It's got some earthy notes. There's even a hint of dankness and a bit of grassiness in the finish.
I'm actually thinking that's probably what they say the actual.
And it's got a great hop blend to it. But here's the thing. It's a great New England IPA. And it's been marketed up until now by Sam Adams as Sam Adams New England IPA.
Yes, New England IPA.
Yeah. So I'm hitting this with a 5 out of 5. Because for me, the New England IPA was always a great, well-balanced IPA from Sam Adams.
See, I think I've had the New England IPA. I'm not getting that hoppiness out of it.
Really?
It's not as hoppy as the New England IPA. Because you had...
Because they supposedly haven't reformulated it since then.
I mean, well... I would drink this more as relabeled like that.
Oh God, it's been one of my go-tos, and I'll tell you this, it's now available in a 12-pack versus before we were spending like $15-16 on a 4-pack of 16 ounces.
Right.
This is now available in a 12-pack for almost $20. Shit, here comes the heat. We gotta kick this off. So yeah, it's New England IPA basically at honestly for me a better price point. I'll pick up a 12-pack of this, no problem.
See, I don't remember actually taking the IPA, the New England IPA, actually trying it.
16-ounce can, taller, yellow.
Maybe we did.
I don't know if you did. I don't think you did it on camera, but I've bought it. I've bought it a few times.
Right, but I'm actually thinking more of. I know the two that I have had was the Noble Pills and Latitude 48.
Oh,
or
really
49.
good hoppy.
48.
48. Really good hoppy beers from Sam Adams. And honestly, the Latitude 48, we haven't seen for a long time.
Yeah. Well, actually, we haven't seen Noble Pills in a long time either.
No.
I think you've seen it. I think you've seen it in a variety pack at one point.
Maybe a while. It was a while ago still. The Latitude 48 was all with hops from the something belt at Latitude 48 on the globe. And then they released this great 12-pack a while back where they did, because Latitude 48 was a blend of, I think, 6 different hops from that area on the globe. And then they did a variety pack where they took each of the 6 varieties and they threw that more heavily into it and featured it. And it was amazing. It was good. It was so good. Yeah. Anyway, and I detract from what you were saying.
It was to me those were too hoppy.
Oh,
they were way over.
Too much.
They were way over what I really liked. But this actually comes in right on the line. That's why I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Nice.
Maybe a 4. But
let's go with the 4.5.
It's a 4.5 would be good. For me, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, and especially for an IPA.
like I said, I'm lining it up against the Swayze, which actually it's not quite as hazy, but it has that hop. It has that hop flavor profile that is what I would expect of an IPA. And this actually has put that into it too. Put this into it.
Yeah. No, it's a great, solid IPA. And honestly, call it New England IPA, call it Wicked Hazy, the juicy New England IPA. It's still a juicy New England IPA.
And you know what?
And I'm okay with that.
It's still refreshing like that one.
Mm-hmm.
This would be good. This would be good sitting out by the pool.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Or even in like having a summer fire.
I'll drink it right now in the middle of winter.
Yeah, that too.
I'll drink their New England IPA or the new Wicked Hazy. I'm doing really bad with the Boston accent tonight. I've tried it like 5 fucking times.
Wicked easy.
Wicked. That's wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aya is Maine. That's not a Boston thing.
Well, yeah, it's still Massachusetts, so.
Fucking wicked.
In a way.
But,
I
parked my car. Drove into the dooryard.
In the dooryard.
I drove into the dooryard, but it hasn't been mowed in a while, so I had to bushwhack my way through the pucker brush to get to my front door.
No, pucker brush is Maine.
Yes. Anyway.
No, it's fucker brush, actually.
we're both doing bad Maine and New England and Boston accents. But anyway, the bottom line is Sam Adams rebranded 2 of their beers.
Yep.
Sam 76 is now Wicked Easy, and their New England IPA is now Wicked Hazy. Again, thanks Dylan R for the heads up on that, giving me,
Well, that actually says it on the can.
It does, but you didn't know that.
Until I read the can.
Until I told you, and then you read the can. But anyway, I was hoping, leading up to this, that you wouldn't read it ahead of time, because I wanted you to give an honest and unbiased opinion.
And really, I did, because for one, I don't remember drinking. I don't remember drinking either of them. Oh no! I did have the 76.
Yeah.
But I don't remember actually if I ever did have the New England IPA.
Yeah, and I will tell you now, I went into this honest and unbiased. I gave you the same feedback that I always did. Wicked Easy / Sam 76, again, it did get some extra points from me. And I've been honest about this in the past. It lost points for being present in a variety pack that it had no business being in.
Right.
So now that it's out of that variety pack and it's not being forced upon me, I'm giving it the 3 instead of the 2.5.
Yeah.
Because it's earned it. It's good beer.
Now,
New England IPA.
What would you see? What would you think would be a better beer to actually replace the 76?
Just keep the Sam Adams Boston Lager. Keep the Boston Lager in the
which they have,
because it's their flagship and it's a perfectly balanced beer. Other than that, give me 3 to 5. I'd rather have 5 because then I'm getting 6 varieties, but I'm okay with 4. Hell, I'd even be okay with 3 varieties in the variety pack. Yeah. I'd even be okay with 3 varieties in the variety pack. Okay. But give me 3 to 5 seasonal varieties that fit that season.
Okay.
And
76 doesn't fit the seasons.
No. But don't get rid of Fezziwig. Put Fezziwig in every fucking Christmas pack.
Or the black lager.
You know what? Black lager, winter lager, even the reformulated black lager, chocolate bock, chocolate cherry bock. Okay. I'm okay with the darker beers being in the winter pack. I can live without the black lager. I can live without the black lager, but do not get rid of my fucking Fezziwig. And Fezziwig has been hit or miss. It belongs in every goddamn Christmas / winter pack. Period.
You know what else you could do?
Or give me the Fezziwig in a 6-pack.
Now
I want Fezziwig every year. Period. Anyway, what else could I do?
Nothing.
Were you going to talk about Fezziwig?
Nope.
Okay, because I know I kind of shanghaied it into Fezziwig.
We've kind of gone long on this video, so I won't mention it until after actually off camera, so we can.
All right. But you're right, we have gone long. So thanks for bearing with us, folks. Appreciate it. Technical difficulties aside. Bouch difficulties aside.
And Roddy difficulties. Well, plantain difficulties.
Drunkenness. And beers and heat and batteries and everything else that threw a monkey wrench into this video. But,
in this video, yeah.
yeah. I will
But we
try
have
to...
one more to go.
Oh,
You
yeah.
said you had 3 beers.
I will try to edit this into something coherent. So thanks for bearing with us. Make sure to hit us up down in the comments or the email link down below. I want to hear what you have to say about either of these 2 beers, the rebranding, whatever feedback you might have. While you're down there, don't forget to like and share the video. Make sure to subscribe. Hit us up on Untapped. We're both there.
Yep.
Find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as The Mighty Plantain.
And me on Facebook.
Till next time.
Ryan Bouchard.
Oh, you gave your first name. The trolls are going to love that. And they've already
That's
outed you
fine.
and posted your workplace.
They don't know where I work.
We got one asshole who's following our shit and making trouble for himself, but I'm not worried about him. Anyway, till next time, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.
Keep drinking.
All right. What were you going to mention afterwards?
Utopias.
Oh, the utopias. Let's not talk about the utopias because I missed out on the 25th anniversary with that beautiful black bottle. Have you seen it? I've got the one Utopia's bottle that I did buy. No, it's going on display at some point, but I wanted that black one.
See, that
So
would
bad.
That would actually, if they just put it in a bottle, in a regular bottle, in the pack, they would probably get more people turned onto it.
You know what? If they made enough of it,
Which they really don't. But
let me put. Yeah. See, if they put it into a 12-ounce bottle, that 12-ounce bottle would probably cost $250.
Yeah.
Because there's only about 16 to 20 ounces in the $250 bottle of Utopias.
Really?
Oh,
There's only that few.
dude, it's not that
Wow.
big. There's not that much volume in it. There's maybe 20 ounces. There's definitely not 32.
Well, see, the reason why I say that is because it evolves every year that they do it.
It is different.
And it's every 2 years that they put it out.
Mm-hmm.
And it evolves each year. Kind of like, well, really like the Johnny Walker Blue does, too.
Yeah,
Which
Johnny
that
Walker's
evolves
gonna be
every year,
slightly
too.
different every time.
And it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing, the way they do it.
Because it builds upon the brew.
Yes.
Yeah, et cetera. So,
I know. And I know you didn't hit the record.
you were catching on to that. All right.